Hey guys, Ogs from the US. Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. In this video, I'm gonna try to take your mind away from Kai Havertz and other speculations that's going on social media. It's becoming boring because we all know what is happening. The same information recycling over and over again. We just changing word, we just changing titles, but it's still the same. Okay? Kai Havertz's sister came out and said Havertz is coming to Chelsea Football Club. Leroy Sané, Christian Falk, other journalists, everybody pretty much already confirmed that Kai Havertz is coming to Chelsea Football Club. How? We don't know, but we know that everything is in place and it could be announced today, tomorrow, next week, next month. We don't know. Let's just wait and see what's gonna happen. Anyways guys, we have to move on and talk about something else because like I said, it's becoming boring and annoying. We're gonna talk today about Chelsea options in the defense in case we don't buy all the flashy big names that we've been linked with. So this is my own imagination. It has nothing to do with sources. It's just my own sources. It's me thinking outside the box. So think about it. If we buy attackers and we don't have money to buy defenders, could Chelsea survive next season? That is the question I've been asking myself in the last few days. And I came up with the answer that yes, we can survive and that defense is going to get better even without buying anybody. And I will tell you why. The first name I'm going to introduce to you today is Trevoh Chalobah. First of all, I know people are going to tell me Trevoh Chalobah is not a center back. He is a CDM. He is this, he is that. But let me remind you that that is exactly what people said when we were first linked with Declan Rice. Okay? Declan Rice is not a center back. He can only play in the midfield, blah, blah, blah. The strange thing in the community is that when we are linked with a player, everybody pretends to know that player for years. But in reality, nobody really knew who that player was before. We all jumped on social media, YouTube, tried to watch some clips here and there, and make our conclusion to call that player a flop or a bowler, depend on the team that he's playing. If you play for Atleti, we assume that you must be a good defender just because you play for Simeone, right? And now everybody is calling Jose Jimenez a bowler. Just be honest with yourself. Did you know this Jose guy before we were linked with? Did you really pay attention to him? Trevoh Chalobah is a typical Chelsea Academy product. We trained our product to play pretty much in every position on the field. Reece James, Nathan Ake, Trevoh Chalobah, even Tammy Abraham at some point was playing as a center back in the day. If you know, you know. Anyways guys, Chalobah is huge. He's tall. This brother is tall, okay? He's like 6'4". He doesn't have a lot of muscles, but the boy is very physical, if you know what I'm trying to say here. Being thin doesn't necessarily mean that you are not physical. You know what I mean? If you look at Andreas Christensen, he's very weak physically, man, but he got some muscles. But his facial expression, his body language is so poor. You see, every time when he got bullied, you see him like crying. You know, visually you can tell his face turned to like a baby face crying for getting bullied. That's the problem with Andreas Christensen, and that's why he's been targeted by many players from the opposition team, because they know if you bully him a little bit, he's just gonna give up. But Chalobah, he doesn't give up. I'm telling you, I watched few games this season because he's on loan at Havertz, and oh my gosh, he played a few times as a center back, and most of the time he was in the midfield. But man, these guys can go to war. If I have to choose one person to go to war with between Andreas Christensen and Trevoh Chalobah, I will go with Chalobah, that for sure. Beside his physical abilities, Trevoh Chalobah is very intelligent. I'm telling you, I've watched this boy for years in the academy, and he's very intelligent. His positioning is on point, his anticipation is on point, his tackling on point, and I can't say more than that. You have to watch this boy before you make any judgment. And I'm telling you, even if he doesn't make it at Chelsea Football Club, he will be one of the best in the Premier League or whatever league he's going to play. And I know many people are going to contradict me because he's not a Van Dijk, right? He's not a Gabriel. He's not a Jose Jimenez. He's not a Romagnoli. You know, he's not a Ruben Diaz. You know what I'm trying to say? So, because he's from the Chelsea Academy, because he's English, automatically many people assume that he's not that good. And we are overhyping our youngsters, and they are nothing. Any mistake that they will make during the game is going to be used against them, because they are just crap, according to many. So Chalobah doesn't have a flashy name. He's not from a foreign country, so he's nobody, according to many. But he's somebody to me because I know the boy, I've been watching him, and I trust him. So the main point I wanted to make in this video is that Chelsea fans need to learn how to trust their own youngsters. Remember, a couple weeks back, we were linked with a player called Pau Torres from Villarreal. And in the past, we were linked with Upamecano and other 21 years old defenders, right? Everybody jumped online, checked on few clips here and there, and concluded that they were better than everything that we have at Chelsea Football Club. But they don't do the same when it comes to youngster at Chelsea Football Club. This video is not going to have a lot of views or a lot of likes, because we always think that other players from other countries or other academies or other teams are better than what we already have at Chelsea Football Club. If Chalobah plays today in the championship, it's because we didn't give him a chance years back to be in the first team. You know what I mean? So he's victim of the Chelsea system. It's not his fault that he's still in that level. It's Chelsea's fault. It doesn't mean that he's a bad player, but it just means that he was never given a chance. Look at Pau Torres. He was given a chance like 3 years back. He's been in La Liga for the last 3 years. Upamecano 4 years in the first division. So you can tell the difference between Chelsea kid and other kid is because the lack of chances. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about Trevoh Chalobah. Would you consider to use him as a center back or as a CDM at Chelsea Football Club? Think outside the box. and see you in the next one.
Flying high in the sky, the bloody flag flying high. Stand for Bridge to Germany.